players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
He's all the way up there at number 3 in the Eastern Conference fan voting.
And you'd be crazy not to give him your vote. What he's done this season has been nothing short of spectacular.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Chris, tonight a couple of teams that have been struggling. What's the vibe? What's the feel in the locker room when you're having a hard time finding wins and you're on a losing streak?
It depends on the chemistry of your team, specifically the leadership. Most times you want the team to be frustrated and be honorary in that locker room when they're losing. As long as they're not pointing fingers and blaming at each other, but you don't want a happy losing locker room. That's just, you just don't want that. So you hope the guys are a little ticked off and they come to practice and take it out on each other because you want to get better every game. A happy losing locker room, you don't want to be around that. That's a locker room that won't be together next year because everyone has made their expectations to be losers. And though you're in the NBA, you really have to understand the balance. Sometimes you're going to win, sometimes you're going to lose, but a losing way of life is something that you just can't accept.
And Young slams it home.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Brogdon outside. Oladipo with the ball. Now defended by Levine. The shot's good.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Porter kicks to Levine. Passes to Best. Left side, Porter. It's hauled in by Leaf. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Oladipo, the pass to Bitadze. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Bulls in second.
I mean, no doubt for me that they've hit their stride the last few weeks. I mean, they are punishing the defenses with that up-tempo style.
Best passes to Young. Outside, White. Here's Best. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And just running the offense. White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Levine against Oladipo. Pass to Leaf. Back to Oladipo. Just 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Leaf. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Nate McMillan. He talked about keys to the game, and he thinks shot blocking has to be even more important. He said, look, we want to keep them out front as much as possible, but with our length and timing, we can protect the rim if they break us down. Kevin, he hopes that strategy will help them get their second win in this season series. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Obviously, they feel that's the strategy that will earn them the W.
And Kevin, when you're disruptive defensively, especially early on, that can help change the complexion of the rest of the game.
Well, I like the plan. I mean, sometimes teams focus so much on generating points, they neglect getting stops.
Here's Levine. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The pass to Warren. Down low. Here's Leaf. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Pacers shooting their first free throws of the night right here. He misses the free throw.
And when you watch the Bulls play, Chris, they just seem to lack an organizational direction.
Yeah, Gia, you're right. I mean, the team committed to Boylan to shape their youth. They don't seem to be interested in playing up-tempo or following any NBA trend. The distrust between players in the front office is not helping their recruiting of free agents. Yeah, a lot going wrong there.
Porter passes to Best. Here's White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by White.
And checking out the numbers for White. His last 10 games, he's averaging 10 points a game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all they need, especially in tight games. 1 or 2 plays can make all the difference.
Oladipo finds Brogdon. And Young comes over to help. Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Outside Warren. From deep. Kept alive by Indiana. The shot's good from Leaf.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Chris, if your team's style of play doesn't seem to be working, do you still have time within a season to change it?
There's always time, as long as everyone is on the same page. And if something's not working, the worst thing you can do is to keep going in that direction. You need to bring everyone in, let them know the mistakes that we've made, let them know our new outlook, and ask everyone, are they in on it? And if they're not, those guys that aren't in on it, just stay in the locker room. We'll be back after the game. And if everyone's in on it, we're going to have a heck of a time. We're going to have a heck of a time because now we have a new outlook. And sometimes with a new outlook, it brings positive energy.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Launches it. Chicago grabs the miss. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Vitadze can't hit.
Even for a player who's not a three-point specialist, I mean, that's a shot you got to knock down.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Starter in this league for almost a decade. Thaddeus Young's numbers, Greg, won't blow you away. So what is it that makes him a winning player?
I think it starts with his defense, Kevin. Drawing charges and getting deflections. His quickness puts him in a position to make those effort plays.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Lamb comes in for Oladipo. Lamb passes to Brogdon. Young with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. And Levine with the slam.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
And Brogdon's got the ball here for Indiana. They trail by 9 points. Warren against Porter. Pass to Leaf. Here's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Leaf's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Levine kicks to White. Passes it to Best. Outside, Porter. Pass to White. Clock at 6. Here's Best. There's Levine, and it's good off the back rim and in. Levine's got 8.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
There's the pass to Warren. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Pass to Best. McDermott with the double team. Feeds to Young. And Young slams it home.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Warren against Porter. Passes it to Leaf. Trying to find Lamb. Gets it to him. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend, and he sneaks inside.
And it's good. 2 points. 10 points for Zach LaVine.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brogdon the pass to Leaf. Brogdon outside. Pass to Leaf. Got a hand on it. In transition, here come the Bulls. Young with the ball, and Young slams it home.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Yeah, true. But now it's about sustaining their energy and maintaining the focus.
Indiana moving it around. And there's McDermott. That's good on the assist by Warren.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Porter. Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And Satoransky's subbed in for White. McConnell's scanning the floor. Dishes to Holiday. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell, his last 10 games, 14th in steals, and he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates is such an asset.
As we've seen, he's a difficult defender to bring the ball up against. Quick feet, quick hands, always looking to force a mistake.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Pacers trail by 12. The pass to McDermott. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. And that one is off. Good work defensively by Carter.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Best. Pacers with the rebound. A minute 42 left to play here in the first. No problems knocking that one down. Lamb's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers. Here's Best. Got a piece of it. McDermott with a steal. Here's Lamb. Hutchison with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Bulls leading by 9. Pass to Best. Trying to get open his Carter. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Clearly a foul.
The Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The Pacers making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Passes it to Leaf. In the corner, it's McDermott. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Hutchison passes to Best. Here's Hutchison. He's covered by McConnell. Hutchison's shot is off.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Well, Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Holiday looking over the floor. The 3. That one misses. He got it up. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And So Chicago ends up going with the new group. At small forward and power forward, Porter and Young. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And it's Best in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Here's Oladipo. Wow, hammering it in.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Brogdon. And Lamb kicks to Brogdon. Levine against Oladipo. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Bulls leading by 19 points. To the inside, here's Levine. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Oladipo's got 5 rebounds tonight. He feeds it to Warren. It's tipped. White against Brogdon. And a wide open look for Porter. Cans it from downtown. Porter's got his first 3 points of the game.
And over time, Porter has welcomed taking more threes, which in turn has made him more versatile.
And the pass to Warren. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And no good that time. Good defensive work there by Young. Best passes to Young. Yes, that goes in.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
See, well, we've heard some people criticize the league's obsession with the three-pointer, saying the game is less fun to watch. You and I have talked to coaches who do not like the style of play. Would you agree with that?
You know what, I do, Kev, but it's all in the way that it happens. So let's talk about a team like Golden State, okay? Golden State shoots so many threes, right? But they don't shoot the most threes, and they have the best ball movement. And they still take the most number of twos. And so they have a balanced game. Now, they have 3 of the best shooters last season out of any team maybe in the history of the game. And they don't take the most threes, but then you have teams that have every guy shooting under 30%, and they're shooting 100 threes with no ball movement. Yeah, something's backwards. It's still about playing basketball and shooting threes, not shooting threes during a game that happens to be a basketball, if that makes any sense.
It does. Perfect sense. So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
I mean, it's hard not to get discouraged on such an off night shooting the ball, but somehow they kept the intensity up. I mean, that was a really gutty win.
Quick review at the numbers for Victor Oladipo. Putting up about 18 points per, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Outside, White. Here's Best. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And how about his defense? I mean, 4 blocks on the night. They couldn't keep him down.
Here's Young. No good off the back of the rim. Indiana's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. White against Brogdon. Oladipo, the pass to Leaf. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Leaf's got 10 points in the game.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. There's the double team with Lamb. Pass to Levine. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Passes to Best. White looking around. And it's off from three-point range. For Indiana, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. And Lamb kicks to Oladipo. Back to Lamb. The dish now to Warren. Over Young. And the shot by Warren, no good.
He's disappeared this quarter. He can't get anything to drop. That's not going to help him get out of the hole. Even when the D is playing off of him, the mid-range jumper shouldn't be the shot they're looking for.
Oladipo against Levine. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
He's finally gotten into rhythm here in the second. His shooting percentage has taken a nice jump.
Indiana shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
Listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Free throw good. Porter.
In each season, Porter seems to improve. It's just something about his game. He's a versatile player who wants to be great.
Pass to Warren. The pass to Leaf. Fade away. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Young's got 4 rebounds in this game. It's stolen by Oladipo. Looks good, is good. Bucket number 4 from the field. He's taken only 6 shots.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Levine. It's good. Levine's got 12 points in the game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And here's Oladipo. He had 13 points in the win against Miami.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Chicago, ahead by 26 points. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Levine with it on the court right now for the Pacers. Brogdon and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. It's Warren and Leaf. They're the forwards. And it's Bitadze in at the 5, roaming the paint. Pass to Warren. Back to Oladipo. Clock at 4. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Best. Best's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Passes it to Bitadze. Good on the shot. Bitadze's got the first bucket of the third here for the Pacers.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime with the defensive.
The NBA fans sometimes called the sixth man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs. Vlade, we believe in you. Peja, every shot is good. She make them creatively. They be bright, they be big, and we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris, or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans, how loud they are, how they get on the teams, how they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The sixth man, the fans being the sixth man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
Yeah, a lot of energy.
Yes.
Oladipo against Young. And Oladipo kicks to Warren. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. There's Porter with the three, and the Bulls with another miss.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
The shot by Brogdon wide open. Buries it from three-point range. Brogdon's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Best passes to Levine, and the jam by Levine.
As soon as Levine hits a few of these, you know he's feeling it. Just keep getting him the rock.
Pass to Warren. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And he lays it straight in. Warren's got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Young passes to Best. In the corner, it's Levine. Lets it fly. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Best's got 5 points now in the quarter. Brogdon outside. Young against Warren. Another steal. Here's Levine. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's just unreal concentration from Levine, accepting the hit and finding a way to work through it.
So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Young. Chandler Hutchison comes in for Otto Porter Jr. and Satoransky's subbed in for White. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for T.J. Leaf. Justin Holiday comes in for T.J. Warren. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Brogdon. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now, here's McConnell. Satoransky covering. 6 to shoot. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
All right, a chance to look at some stats for Zach LaVine. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. First in field goal percentage. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot. That's why he's tops in field goal percentage. Out to the right wing. McDermott with the double team. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Pacers ball.
Let's check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You look at Indiana. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement. And, of course, Chicago tied up with them.
And seeing where Indiana is, they talked all offseason about how this year was going to be different. Nobody bought into it then, and nobody's buying into it now.
We all know talking the talk is easy, but carrying through, that's another story. The naysayers' predictions were basically on point. Well, it was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
The feed now to Carter, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Bulls. The Pacers in 5th.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
The shot by Holiday, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Satoransky wide open. He fires. And there's the pass to Valentine. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Best passes to Carter. Pass to Best. Back to Carter. Passes it to Valentine. Here's Best. McDermott with a steal. Now, here's McConnell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Pass to Bitadze. The baseline J. Good. And McConnell gets the assists. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Carter left side. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. The Pacers have gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Holiday looking for an opening. Now the pass to Bitadze. From about 19 feet, the shot by Holiday, no good. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Best passes to Valentine. Over to the left wing. Pass to Best. Here's Hutchison. Here's Best. He's covered by McConnell. To the wing right side. Here's Satoransky. Nice shot from the wing. Satoransky's got his first basket.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
McConnell passes to Holiday. Back to McConnell. Over Best. The offensive rebound. And so Satoransky will bring it up for Chicago. Here's Carter. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. And not many checks in the NBA, but C-Web, Tomas Satoransky leading the way on that front.
Yeah. Best player from a country that is having a golden age for their national team. Satoransky, I mean, he said that he is very proud to represent the Czechs in the NBA, and he's doing a great job at it.
Bitadze with the bucket.
He's made the most of the halftime break. He shook off the problems he had in the first half, and he started to settle in.
Hutchison's shot is off.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Now McConnell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The shot by Holiday, no good.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Just when you look around the NBA, which player most emulates the style and approach that you had. And you were special. But so you've got to have a very special category for this one, I'm sure.
Well, thanks, Ken. That's flattering. I like to be in the categories with these guys because I'm such fans of them. But Blake Griffin, when I think about him, and also Joel Embiid, the fact that Embiid can shoot out on the floor, he can space up, but in the post, he likes to go to work as well. I just think he gives you such a mix of offensive moves that you can't stop. And as a defender, you're always worried and on guard and looking over your shoulder because you don't know what he's going to hit you with because he has so many options.
But in my mind, there's only one Chris Webber.
No, thanks, man.
Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Pass to Bitadze. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Bulls have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics.
And that game against the Wizards, they won't have much room for error in that one. A team like this will punish mistakes, but I could see them walking away with this one.
Lamb passes to Bitadze, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Bitadze's got 10 points in just the second half. To the paint, here's Murray, and he banks in the layup.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Indiana's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Bitadze can't hit. Well, Chicago has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Valentine passes to Best. He dishes it to Markkanen. Shoots over McDermott. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, known for his shooting, Markkanen is still 7 feet. Great to see him score near the hoop.
And here's McConnell. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Here's Lamb. And a miss there on the triple. Bulls shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. McDermott with a steal. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Outside Holiday. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 5. Fires the 3. It's all in by the Bulls. Best's got rebound number 15 here tonight. 14 feet away. Second chance effort, and it's good on the layup. Best's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Pass to McConnell. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. McConnell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Best. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Warren.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So for the Bulls, Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Murray. Dean comes in for Valentine, and it's White in for Satoransky.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
And the first one at the line is good. Bulls making a switch here. Young's checked in. Oladipo hits them both. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit, and that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Both teams will make substitutions. White and Levine team up in the backcourt. And small forward and power forward. Porter and Young. And it's Best in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
Here's Porter, and another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Brogdon with it. And the pass to Leaf to the middle. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Levine with it. Brogdon picks him up. Out to White. Pass to Best. Right side Levine. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. White. Good.
Yeah, attacking the interior is something White does well. He's crafty, and he makes good adjustments against the defense.
On the wing, Lamb. Stolen by Levine. Passes to Porter. From down in the low post, it goes. Porter's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, look, Porter knows how to score inside. He possesses great quickness, and he has that length also to finish in the paint.
Brogdon the pass to Bitadze. Outside Warren. Pass to Lamb. Tries from 10, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Bulls.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
Indiana moving the ball around. Here's Sampson. He's covered by Murray. Here's Leaf. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul. At the line for 2.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even 1 free throw right now.
Chicago's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Johnson over to help, and taken away by Johnson. Here's Sampson. He's covered by Murray. Outside Holiday. Indiana again missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but he hasn't been successful.
The first free throw is good. Both free throws good from Best. 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Holiday against Dunn. Bounce pass, Holiday. The pass to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, that's a well-deserved assist. Not every player has the vision to make that feed.
Stolen by Holiday. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling to play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
Hey, Shaq here. I appreciate the double-double effort tonight. Aggressive on the glass and scoring the rock. Talk about your mindset coming in.
Oh, man, as soon as the game started, I knew I was going to slay. Scoring on the boards, I think all the double-doubles you put up, Shaq, and you got 4 rings, man. I know one doesn't equate to the other, but you can't argue with the results. I'm all about the banners, baby, just like you.
Yeah, I like them banners.
Hey, Che, remember the winners of our youth league are here? You're one of the players they get to meet for winning the title.
Okay, let's do it.
Great, I'll introduce you.
I like that jersey, man.
Game ball.